Okay, guys, I'm going to lay the generation gap on you. 99% of you won't have a fucking clue as to what I'm talking about, but give it a shot. You might learn something. See what this says here? Tape and gauge measurement, 186 diameter. What you're looking at is a blow up. See down the bottom that says 186? Alright, I'm gonna give you a better shot. Alright? Alright. You see at the top it says don't leave home without it. On the right is a guy with a hat, right? That's Carl Malden. That's an old commercial. Already you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Down here, a little below, it says tape a gauge, a blast from the past. 100 thousandths diameter to 500 thousandths diameter. You see, let me do this. I'm going to blow this thing up and show you what it's all about. Put this little ball so you can follow it around. Alright. You see, it's called a tape and gauge. That's because it's taped. See where the little ball is? Right? It's big back here, and it gets smaller, right? Right at that point, it's 200,000. So I'll elaborate a little later, but I want to show you what it's about. Looks like a bunch of fielder stock. You see how they all peel off, right? And they get bigger as they go, all right? And there's old Carl Malden, huh? He's about as sexy as a hearse with fucking glass packs. Hang on. Alright, now let me get back here. Alright, now here's a blow up of it. You see it here? That's a blow up of the taper gauge in the bore. The bore's ground. It's accurate as a bastard, alright? Let me blow it up. Alright, you see where the little ball is on that line? That's 200 thousandths. You move over here, that's 190 thousandths, right? Like each line here. Anyways, let's go down here. That's 190, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 from 190. Let's go down here. 186. You see it? That's how that goes. Alright? Now let me paint you a picture. Alright? Say you got you're in a lathe, a miller, a grinder, whatever. You're boring or grinding a hole and you want to measure it. So if it's small, you got a small hole gauge. If it gets a little bigger, you got telescope gauges. You're going, well, by the time you put the telescope, let's say the small hole gauge or the telescope gauge in the hole, fuck around with it, pull it out, measure it over with your micrometer, right? You're spending some time, and guys usually do it more than once just to make sure of the measurement. This fucking thing, you just take it, shove it in the hole, it centers itself, you read the line, you're within $1,000. Alright? That's what I'm saying. Now, how many times do guys measure with a telescope gauge? I'm not saying they're not accurate. I'm saying, yeah, they're accurate. You gotta know how to use them, and you gotta use them right. But let me tell you something. I've used this for many, many moons, and this son of a bitch is accurate. You know, made by Starrett in seconds. I shove it in the hole, take a look, got the reading, while you're fucking around with a micrometer or something, all right? All right? So what I'm saying is, this is accurate, faster than a premature ejaculation, and it gets you to save you a lot of time, all right? You know what I'm talking about. Here's my analogy. Are you here for a reason, or are you here for the season? Time is money. Think about it, right? Here's my favorite saying. Everything is relative to what side of the check you're on. You understand? If you're doing a job for somebody, they want the shortest price, pal, right? You can't fuck around. You spend too much time, you lose a customer. You understand? That's all I got. I'm out of here.